Hi viewers, I am Malini Mali and I follow Ricky Chadha Astro Healer on YouTube.
So, friends, in the second part of the forecast for 2022, Ricky Chedda from Astro Healer is back with you. So, last we spoke about from Aries to the sign of Libra, and today we are going to do or look into the sign of Scorpio right through the sign of Pisces. See, for Scorpio people, what I see is Saturn, Shani Dev is going to be favorable for most of the time in this year. So your finances, interaction with a teammate, boss should be good. Jupiter also is overall favorable for the entire year. So rest, good diet, etc. Would be good, but you have to be a little more careful about it. Also, I see opportunities that are coming up which will build up your confidence as well. Once Rahu and Ketu will take a shift on the 12th of April, things are going to get even more better for you, favorable for you. Use this year, I would request you, use this year wisely. And if you do use it, it's going to really put you onto a no, on a platform. See, there will be unnecessarily some expenses from the beginning of the year itself till at least the month of April. Maybe during the end of April, the transit of planet in the sign of Aquarius will then give you a little mixed result. The transit of Jupiter in the sign of Pisces during the mid-April, which is going to be in the fifth house of from your zodiac sign or Lagna, I would say, will improve major major things, financial things in your life also. Health is good after that transit. Rahu is changing its placement on the 12th April, so you may remain mentally a little stressed, which can impact your personal life. Uh, Health will improve, but yet the placement of Rahu, which is taking place, may give you a little bit of stress. That's fine. Everything cannot be good. Yes, you will earn a good amount of money between May and September. That's what I can see as the result of some favorable conditions that's happening according to your Lagna. The transit of Venus in the house of profits and benefits in the month of September next year will also help you to succeed in accumulating the good accumulating money. And then between August till the month of October, you must take good care of your mother's health. Also, I see the health issues can rise up for your spouse also. In terms of love life, I would say Saturn in the fourth house and Aquarius during the last days of April may give a little rise in some minor arguments and fights with your loved one. Petty issues, not much. You need to trust your relationship, and you know, if there are small issues, you should ignore it or at least address it. If you don't, then that may take it to may become a big fight, major fight, I would say. Even with the transit of Venus in Virgo and the 11th house, Venus will be debilitated. So it's going to be debilitated. You and your beloved will get a lot of time to understand each other. In this condition, also when it is debilitated, okay, you will spend some good time, and that's going to happen between September and November. Next sign is a sign Sagittarius. Sagittarius coming to the end of Saraswati. Wow, good. The time is, yes, average with some issues maybe popping up because see, Saraswati is leaving you, it will just give you a little bit of jolt and go. Rahu and Ketu are supportive as of now, you are protected from your enemies. But in the last phase of the Saraswati, maybe a little emotional and tiring sort of a thing you'll feel. Jupiter in the third house is also an average position. So best keep things on, like, on your low profile, I would say, and avoid unnecessarily risk and taking chances in life. Take care of your physical health as well. 2022 will turn out to be favorable for Sagittarius native in terms of finances. Yes. During the beginning of the year, that is maybe in the month of January, February, planet Mars will also transit, and this will give you, will strengthen your financial condition, I would say. Then I see, in terms of academic, I'm talking to a person who is a student or studying further. Favorable time from February till June. It's all that hard work that you have put for competitive exams. Yes, you can expect good results out of that. The transit of Mars in Sagittarius on the 16th of January, at the beginning of the new year, maybe would bring in some worries and stress, as well as the aspect of Mars on your seventh house, maybe some arguments in family. Talking about your married and your love life, the transit of Sun in the month of January, 14th of January, in Capricorn, while it is trying to create some conjunction with Saturn, can give you some problems and misunderstanding between you and your loved ones. You are advised to control your words till Sun is there in sign of Capricorn, especially when it is very close to Saturn, when Saturn goes combust. Between April and June, the transit of Jupiter in its own sign Pisces can turn the tables for you. Very good. Now, from June, that is 20th of July, your married life will undergo a major improvement. This is a very good news for you. Okay, you will enjoy the marital bliss also. The last phase of 22, since planet Jupiter is posited in the fourth house of your sign, so it's a good news for you. If you talk about your professional life, then I would say new employment, new sources of employment will come in the month of November. In terms of health, due to the transit of Venus in your sixth house in the month of June, maybe you'll have to stay a little away from some ailments, like I'm not talking about some major ailments, but there are some ailments which will trouble you. Next sign is a sign of Capricorn. Capricorn, please understand, you were in the middle of Saraswati even today, but then after April you are getting into the last phase of your Saraswati. Jupiter has a potential now for you to change your finances and health for better thing. Emotional health will remain in a grip because of Saraswati. So emotionally, thoda sa grip is there. Ketu can give you some improvement in your finances. Ketu, yes. If you do not trust don't gamble, don't play in the market, be a little practical, because Ketu is trying to give you money, but it is telling you have to take some risk, but that risk should be taken with utmost care. So you have to take the advice of a person who is expert at whatever you are investing into. I also see that Rahu and Saturn are not very positive, but you can use Jupiter to make the most of it during this time. So it's good. New Year would maybe would prove to be with little ups and downs in your life. So for the Capricorns, I'm talking about the Lagna, Moon Rashi as well. See the placement of Saturn in its own sign during the beginning of the year, when the year starts, will definitely prove to be favorable for your career, finances, and academic. However, the transit of Saturn in the month of April can bring little bit of challenges in various aspects of life. Talking about your finances, I say the transit of Mars from your 12th house uh, can may give some rise to some obstacles in accumulating money. But remember, Mars is not going to be over there for a very long time. It's on the 16th to the 26th of February, 16th of uh, December. So 16th of December to 16th of January, I would say yes. So that is the only period. Well, there's not much to think about, I suppose. I see if you are into business, the period from September till the end of the year will definitely prove to be very favorable. I think you must definitely use this period. Health wise, Saturn in Aquarius in the month of April can give a rise to minor issues with your health. So you must control your diet, do yoga, exercise. Also, you should try to eat the right type of food, and please do not ignore if you have some stomach related problems, digestion or whatever it is. And especially between the month of September until November, you must take or seek medical advice. For student, if you are a student, Mars during the month of January will result into extra hard work and efforts. So you have to put a lot of efforts for that in that month. So January, if you are a student, you must work very hard. The placement of Ketu in Scorpio can give rise to a family trouble during the beginning of the year. But Ketu, as you know, is a planet of isolation and can make you aloof from the world. You are advised to maintain a good relationship with your family and not get into any argument. Now, you know that Ketu is going to be in this sign only for some time, and then it will go to move on the 12th of April to the sign of Libra. For those who are into love, relationship, the transit of Jupiter in the third from the zodiac sign in the month of April can get you into a very favorable position. On the same line, if I talk about, there are minor issues in the beginning of the year for married couples. But from August onwards, so 2022 August, your marital life will turn out to be great. During this period, you can plan to go on a trip with your spouse. That's very good. And the year will definitely end on a very good note as far as your married life is concerned. Right? For the sign of Aquarius, 2022, see, Saraswati is trying to drain you out on emotional levels. Please understand this. You will feel overworked, tired, lethargy would set into you. And Jupiter in Aquarius right now is giving you some benefit only if your birth chart is powerful, or else it may increase a little bit of stress. Rahu and Ketu, on the other hand, are also not very positive at this moment when the year begins. So try to keep things moving on an average. Do not take unnecessarily risk and keep yourself stable in this time. See, 2022 mostly would remain favorable for you. In terms of finance, uh, I would say that maybe you will have a little difficulty in getting your finances right or when you require. So, my advice is that your spending has to be controlled, because if you don't, and if you keep on spending and you know that the income is a little, there are some obstacles in that, that will put a lot of stress on you. See, the transit of Mars in the month of January, 16th of January, will definitely give you some financial benefits, no doubt about it. And then again, we should not forget that there are some conjunction of four, planets. That is Saturn, Mars, then Mercury and Venus, and that this is going to happen in the beginning of the month March. This is going to definitely enhance the chances of you getting financially stronger than what you are today. However, the transit of Rahu on the 12th of April in the sign of Aries, third house, Rahu is very strong. Okay. But the problem is, this can make you take some impulsive decision. Rahu is always like a booster. It will be you should take good care of such thing and not anybody influence you to get into some, people will definitely come to you with offers, proposals. You have to use your head. Don't get impulsive. Oh, this looks very good. I should just don't pounce on it. Your health will remain average throughout the year. That's what I see. Mental stress in the month of January and from February till May, that may be a little worrisome for you. Maybe you will face some external issues as a result of some unfavorable planetary movement and placement and combustions also. Now, due to the transit of Rahu in Aries, when it will come to Aries on the 12th of April, the third house from your sign in the month of April, your siblings, especially the younger ones, will face some problems. Now, if I talk about your profession, your career, the placement of Mars in the Sagittarius in the month of January will start incurring, or it's a beginning of a huge success in both job and business. But Mangal is not going to remain over there all the time. However, you may face some minor issues with your seniors and maybe your boss for the, at least, yes, I see that's happening in the month of September till the month of November. This is the time when you will see a little bit of tiff between you and your boss or your senior. This year will turn out to be fruitful for students if you are a student. But nothing will come on a platter. You have to work very hard. That's for sure. Married life, married people, you may get into some arguments. Control that. Arguments with in-laws is also possible. And maybe in the initial few months of this new year, but then later on, it will improve after the month of April. So I can say the month of May would be better. Those who are unmarried, there is a lot of chances that you may tie a knot now. You will get married. Because Jupiter is transiting in the second house from your sign. That's the house of Pisces. Good. Whenever second house is what? You are adding somebody to your family. So, if you are waiting for your marriage, go ahead. Now, we are talking about the last sign, Pisces. Pisces, what is there for you in 2022? I see good things for you. Saturn is now going to be favorable in the 11th house. Jupiter is would be average. Rahu, favorable. Ketu is will definitely make things favorable if you keep on doing some part puja and so on. For the past 2 years or so, you have been experiencing good period. compared to the other signs that are facing some issues. You can now consolidate your gain, set up some long-term goals, complete all your pending major decisions, and get your investment in place during this phase. Good time for you. Year 2022 will turn out to be favorable majorly for natives from the financial prospect, which is a very good year for you. The placement of Saturn from the 11th, it will move into the 12th in the month of April, will give rise to new source of income. This income can come from abroad also. 12th house is there. Now, so many planetary placements making changes between August and October, the later part of the year. You will witness several financial ups and downs also. Career wise, I would say you will get desired result, whatever you have desired for. The transit of Jupiter in Pisces in the month of April will definitely help you to establish good relationship with your colleagues. You may get promoted, and you may even get an promotion, increment, or maybe a desired job transfer is there. If you're preparing for examination, so I'm talking about a student now, then flying colors, you're coming out with flying colors. In terms of family, Saturn in your 12th house from your zodiac sign from April onwards, you are moving away from your family. You're going away from your family, even abroad, possible. Health wise, health of your mother may improve now between May and August. In the month of May till September, you need to pay attention to your health now, okay? Because planet Saturn is fully aspecting your house of illness. That's it, okay. 6th house, right? During the conjunction of the three planets, there are three planets which are going to conjunct, okay? Mars, Venus and Jupiter in the month of May. There are a lot of conjunctions this time in this year. With the transit of Jupiter is going to definitely give you some blessings from your elders, from your family. In terms of marital life, this life is going to be blessings for married people. The beginning of the year will be extremely good for married couples. If you are into love, you love someone, the year is very average for you. With 5th house Lord and the 7th house Lord Mercury being present in the house of benefits, aspecting the house, love relationship is going to be good. A third person can certainly enter your love life. Hey, this is, I don't know whether I should call this a good news or a bad news. Kya pata? Anyway, avoid arguing on petty things between September and November. Okay. So this was all about the Lagnas, the moon sign from Scorpio to the sign of Pisces. So friends, if you have liked this 2 videos that I have put across to you, give it a like, share the video, subscribe to my channel, click on the notification bell icon. All this I've been telling you for such a long time. I have to repeat every time. See you. Bye. Take care.